12 bucks, 25, 26, Series 1. Yes, 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 yes. And I like it. I like the product this year. It's definitely nice. Simplistic, kind of a little more classy. And there we go. And I like the Young Guns. It leaves a little more for the picture on the of the Young Gun as well, guys. Especially with the smaller font on the Young Guns. So there we go. Anyways, that's all up for discussion. So we're here. Just Jess is just gonna throw up the link there, guys, and then we'll get her started here. Get her going. Happy Thursday afternoon, everyone. And yeah, the sun is shining. The birds are chirping. There we go. We have I think 7 spots left, guys, in the random case break as well. 7 spots remaining there. And I think we have about a dozen spots in the 4-boxer. Also, guys, we've got a 10-boxer, including 21, 22. The cup, guys, get in there. Some stature, some SPA, some ultimate. It's actually a really nice break there also. And yeah, we've got more to come this weekend. So anyways, we're going to get it started here. And we've got there we go, 12 boxes of fun. And yeah, Series 1. Series 1, Series 1. All right, so we're just going to go 6 on each side here. Just make it easy so that we're not running over each other trying to get there. All right, and there we go. 6 and 6. Looking for that. A lot of decent rookies in this. A lot of great rookies in this series. I like it. I think long term you're going to be looking at some guys that may not rate now, but are going to have some long term success, I think. And one of them, guys, Colton Dock, really like him in Chicago. And I think he's going to become a great top 6 centerman. And they tried him on the wing and back at center, so we'll see how that works. But Perrick, of course, in Calgary, the kid oozes skill and confidence. Really like that. On the other side, guys, we've got Leonard. There we go, Ryan Leonard in Washington. Really like him as well, and Matthew Wood in Nashville. So lots of good players. There we go, Sean. How you doing, buddy? Just here to watch. Good stuff. All right, guys, here we go. And, of course, Demidov. There we go, 366. Demidov and our old pal, Jaden, taking Montreal in this break. So hopefully he can hit a nice exclusive. So with his luck with Celebrini, it might be Demidov. We'll rub off onto that as well. All right, here we go. Series 1, Series 1. And like I said, big fan of the flagship. Always am. It's fun stuff. All right, Encore, Perfetti. All right, Real, Kirill Marchenko, and a Sam Morton. Morton. All right, Calgary. All right, that's my boy Cody. And he's grabbing Mr. Morton to start things off. And Cody's looking for some Perrick as well. There we go. Perrick pairing. The pear has no hair because he's just scared. All right, I don't know. Anyway. All right, Jackson Blake. There we go, 250. There we go, Deluxe. All right, the real Sebastian Aho and a Kyle Connor Cup Quest. Not that I know of, Sean. Not that I know of, buddy. It's going to be much like the Ovechkin. It's going to happen. But Cam Lund, San Jose. There we go. And Donovan Sabrango. Mort Sider portraits. Those portraits kind of freak me out. But it is what that is. There we go, guys. In Ottawa. Blair. There we go, Blair. EEO Blair. All right. And we have a Cam Lund for San Jose. Mr. Pfeiffer. There we go. Cam Lund. Bridgewater, Massachusetts. All right. And that'll also go San Jose. All right. Moving up. Moving down. Moving back around. All right. And And encore, Hyman, Portraits, Malkin, and Zach Wierenski. Hustle and bustle. Bustle, hustle. Hustle and bustle. There we go. Bustle. The bustle. All right. Moving along. McDavid and Draisaitl compadres. There we go. Rory Cairns and a Artemi Panarin as well. So there we go. And that is Cairns. Cairns for Calgary now. So a couple Morton and Cairns. So we know, Cody, that what's next is Perrick, right? Right. All right, and Kempe, Yossi Canvas, and a compositions, Larkin in the Lark. Lurking in the Lark. You and me going Lurkin the Lark. All right, Young Guns, all right. Jacob Skarek. Jacob, Draisaitl, and Kachuk Barkov. And Kachuk Barkov both out for long term. In the long term, there we go. Chechia, Islanders. All right. And yeah, that sucks. That sucks for him. And both of them, actually. It looks like Kachuk could be back in January, but Barkov could be gone for the whole year. All right, Peyton Krebs, Outburst, Matthew Nyes, and a Bedard Portraits. But that's only going to be something that I honestly think Barkov will be back for the playoffs. They'll make sure of it. It's going to be tough, though. They've got some guys filling in now. Canvas, there we go. Barbashev, Mark Gatcombe, and a Connor McDavid. There we go. Compositions for the Islanders. And there we go. That guy, Warburn Massachusetts. All right. Hey. But it's going to be interesting to see how Florida responds. Now, Kirill Kaprizov, black canvas, black and white. There we go. Barbashev encore, Blackwood tracking systems. System of a down. Downtown. All right. Eddie Brown. All right. Sam Reinhart. Bustle. Devin. Oh, there we go. Off the top. There you go, Jaden. There's your first Devin of the night. Oh, Demidov. Damn the Dove. All right. Hey. Whoa. That doesn't like me. Let's move that back there so that we can get all. What is going on with my stands? They're just falling apart here. Oh, my God. I need new ones. Anybody build stands, let me know. And build me some. All right. Moving along. Final pack, Bucks 1. We've got our Demidov. And we've got a Tracking System, Skinner, Dougie Hamilton, Canvas, and Orientated Kachuk. All right, that is box 1. Box 1. All right, box 2 coming at you, 672. Oh, baby. Series 1. Series 1. All right. Connor McDavid everywhere. Everywhere. All righty. Here we go. Draisaitl, black and white canvas. Pretty cool. Edmonton. All right. Pasternak, encore. Owen Tippett. Hustle and bustle. The bustle hustle. Kings got Copley back. I saw that, Sean. That much needed. Kemper's out for a bit. All right, there are Tracking Systems. Kemper. All right, Quinn Hudson. And that is Edmonton. There we go, Mr. Botting. And don't think he's his brother, but we'll see if he pans out. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, definitely not his brother. Oh, definitely. All right. And Tracking Systems. Samuel Ursa, Jerry McCann. And Alex Ovechkin. All right, Young Guns. Jack Finley, Tampa. I like that kid. There you go. Shesterkin, Panarin, Lafreniere. And Jack Finley, another one of them good young players that Tampa, 6'6". That's a mean brother. All right, there we go, Mr. Botting. And that is Mr. Finley. All right. Friendly Finley. Look way up. It's the Friendly Finley. All right, there we go. And Brendan Dillon, Outburst, Sizzle Reel, McDavid, and Suzuki. Compositions. Top 6 players signed through 2030. Unbelievable. Montreal. Wow. Nikushkin. All right. Ryan Leonard. Leonard Skinnerd. All right. And that is Washington Capitals. All right, Babs. There you go, buddy. 1 Leonard equals 2 Leonard, 3 Leonard. I like this kid. He's going to develop into... And can you imagine your rookie season and you get congratulated on your first goal you just happened to the night that Ovechkin breaks Gretzky's record. Amazing, right? Ovechkin encore. Sizzle Reel. Cole Perfetti. Colton Duck, Goose. And I like this kid, too. There we go. Nice couple boxes to start things off, guys. That is awesome. Chicago. All right, Denny. There we go, buddy. Colton Duck. And like I said, I'm pretty keen on this kid. I think he's going to rival his bro. It's not going to take much. His brother's been injured for 80% of his career. But this Colton is going to be a versatile top 6 guy. Center, wing, it don't matter. You can plug and play him anywhere. All right, there we go. Suzuki. There we go. Deluxe. All right. Tracking systems, Kaprizov. All right. And get David Pastrnak. Knock. All right, there you go. Rory Cairns and Rodrigo Abuels. All right, the Abuels. Calgary. There you go. Cowtown. And that goes to that man. There we go. And Mr. Erickson. There we go. The man manning our hockey pool this year, guys. So that Cody's the man. All right, there we go. 96 Riga. Abuels. Some of these guys, I think there's one, he's 32. There's another one, 28, 29. It's crazy. Get your young gun. It's a big deal, especially at that age. It's like, geez, I waited forever. All right, Bennington. All right, Steven Stamkos orientated. And a Aho compadres. Oh, compadres. All right, and Sizzle Reel. All right, y'all got Sam Rinzel, Cup Quest, Tage Thompson, and this kid too. I know. I'm really high on this kid. I think he's going to be... Their D is looking pretty... Del Maestro. There we go. Vlasic, Rinzel. Oh, man. Like, come on. Like, that's... They've built a top 4 on their D-line that's going to be around forever. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool seeing that. All right. Moving along. And Crosby, Dazzlers, Chris Letang, and a Hughes Portraits. All right. That is box 2. 2 for you. All right. Box 3. And that is 118. 118 and then 118, 118, 111, 118. All right, let's start her. Start her off here. All right, here we go. Slavkovsky encore. Orensky, Jordan McCann, Sizzle Reel. The Sizzler. All right, and there Kadri, Bustle, Snuggerud. There we go, McDavid, goal-oriented, and Snuggy. Old Snuggy Bear for St. Louis. This kid is the real deal. I think he's going to be a great one. His dad, just a hard worker, so old Dave. So there we go, and he's going to be much like his dad. He just got a skill level. He's a power forward, so that's gonna put him apart. All right. And St. Louis looking good. Their future, yeah. All right. Tracking systems, Bennington, Kyle Connor, and a Carlson. Son. Dun-dun-dun. Son. All right. William Eklund, encore, nice hustle. And a Ozzy Weisblatt, guys. And Ozzy, one of those guys, what is it, 6 brothers? 5 brothers. And 4 of them played. I think they all played, but eventually only one of them has made it to the NHL and definitely played an NHL game. The rest have been in and out. minor leagues, up in the minor leagues, junior, etc. So pretty cool family there. All right, Bedard Encore, Sizzle Reel, Pekka Luukkonen, and a Ville Koivunen. Koivunen. And that is Pittsburgh Penguins. Ville Silly, Uilu, Finland. All right, Uilu. All right. And there you go, Jaden. There you go, buddy. You already hit your first Demidov. Plenty more stuff to come. Michelli, Outburst Tracking System, Jason Robertson. 3 boxes in so far. There we go. Finishing up the third. All right, and Matthias Ekholm. There we go. Owen Sillinger and portraits. Owen Sillinger. There you go. Columbus with the most. There you go, Kenny. And that's Cole's brother, Owen. So that hopefully he's not, obviously, he's a little older than his brother. But, yeah, older brother. Old brother. All right, old. And Elias Pettersson, orientated. All right, Jake Ottinger and Timo Meyer. Timo. Meyer. All right, moving along. We have Young Guns canvas, Ian Moore for the Ducks. Duck, Goose. There you go, Roddy. There you go, Duck, Goose. And another one of them Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Hey, there's a lot of those Mighty Duck quacks. All right, and Cam Lund for San Jose. Boy, oh boy. There we go, Bridgewater. Hey, San Jose. All right, there we go, Cam Lund. San Hoser poser. All right, Cal. There we go, buddy. Oh, keep it rocking, keep it rolling. All right, Tage Thompson, the Contagion Tagian. Cal McCarr compositions, Mort Sider, Bustle and Hustle and Bustle. Do. All right, there you go, Sizzle Reel. Matthew Robertson, Hagel Portraits, and Matthew Robertson. There we go, Matthew. Edmonton, Alberta for the Ranger Danger. All right, there we go. Rangers. Okay. Moving on up. We have a Morgan Geeky, Lafreniere Canvas, and Compositions Veneers. Okay, that is box number 3. 3. Now, box number 4. All right, 98. Bedard. The Bedardian Spinorama. The Bedardian Spinorama. All right, here we go. Series. Oh, series. Very series. All right. Moving along. Slavkovsky, Encore, DeBrincat, Larkin, Victor Ostman. Ostman. There we go for Seattle. Sweden. All right, Sweden. Seattle. J-Dog. All right. Hey, Red Outburst. Lucas Reuchel. 3-point night the other night, too, guys. All those rumors of him going somewhere. He's like, There we go. And he's going to heat up. They're not moving him anywhere now. All right, Daddy, there we go. Red Outburst, 50-25. And that is a baby beauty. All right. And Red Outburst. All right. And Sizzle Reel Shesterkin. All right, let's keep that up. Keep that stuff happening here. Happening. All right, portraits, Cale McCarr, Mackey. All right. Eklund Canvas, Ian Moore for Anaheim. Ian Moore. You got more of that? All right, you got more. Ian Moore. All right, that's a tough one. All right, here we go. All right. Devontae's Encore. Compositions, Gensel, and a Tracking Systems, Logan Thompson. Logan, Thompson. All right, and we have Tracking Systems, Askarov, Parker, Ford, and Orientated, Austin Matthews. There we go, Mr. Dreger, Mr. Ford. Meet Mr. Ford. There we go. Rhode Island. I love it. I love to see that, especially Rhode Island, such a small state. That's good to see. All right. Had a lot of hockey there. All right. Philip Gustafson, Swayman Canvas, Kopitar Compositions. Kopitar will be ending his career this season. Kind of sad. Makes me sad. Very sad. All right. Encore, Stone, Boldy, and Skark. All right, Skark again for the Islanders. And Morg Buddy. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Chechia. The Chechia. Okay. And Braden McNabb. Tracking Systems, Wolf, and a Dreisaitl portrait. Those portraits, man. Making of a Murderer. That's what it looks like, that series. It's creepy. Okay. Kevin Hayes canvas. All right, Zane Perrick. Hey, there we go. Cody Buddy. Zane Perrick. You fit every young gun now for Calgary. And there we go, Mr. Perrick. All right, Villy, the villain. All right, is going to go up top there. And we've got that worked out now. All right. Perrick. And Perrick, Doc, Snuggerud, Rinzel, and a Demidov. So that's pretty good. Bouchard, and a Kent Johnson. Sizzler. The Sizzler. Sizzle. All right, Tracking Systems, Tim Walsh, and a Quinn Hughes composition. Tim Walsh. It's all in the wash. All right, there we go. 2001, Detroit, Michigan. He was born. There we go. It's all in the wash. All right, here, final pack, box 4. And Forge Floor Sizzle Reel, McKinnon, Blake Coleman Canvas, and Sam Reinhart. Samuel Reinhart, and that is box number 4. All right, 4 on the floor. All right, guys, box 5. 639. We're almost halfway. Yeah, we've got some good ones so far, so I like to see that. Still got plenty of goodies to come, guys. Plenty. All right. It does. I really like it. It classed it up a bit this year. All right, there you go, Canvas, Young Guns, Dvorsky, and that is black and white. I love that, the black and white canvas, Young Guns, and that is Dvorsky. Those are just so cool. I love that. That's nice looking. All right, there we go. Dvorsky. And, Rinzel, Tinzel. You're going to go up in the middle with the other boys. There you go. And just don't upset Reichel up there for the top spot on the team. All right. Don't do it. Moving on. We have Tracking Systems, Vasilevsky, Jacob Melanson, and a Morrissey portraits. There we go, Jay, buddy. Boom. And that is a Melanson. There we go. Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's kind of cool, hey? Really cool. Dun, 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 dun. All right, moving on to Foley, Celebrity, Compadres, Tippett, and Aho compositions. Just hit a magnificent Celebrini this morning out of a box. She also hit a beauty. What was it now? Morgan Riley, a gold dazzler of Lane Hudson. So that's pretty cool. Morgan Riley, Laine, Slavkovsky, Compadres, and Jacob Quillen. All right, Quillen, Toronto. Quillen. There we go, Big L. Quillen. Don't know much about this guy, but Toronto's got a couple of them that are in that realm. There we go, Dartmouth. He's from Nova Scotia. That's awesome. All right. Moving along. And we have Bobby on the brink. There we go. Outburst. All right. Dakota Joshua and Zach Hyman. Cup Quest. Rinzel. Better D-man. That can go either way. Both good D-man. I think Chicago gets the edge, though, but we'll see. Cousins. That guy's going to be good. And another Demidov. 2 Demidovs. Don't make it wrong. There we go. All right, Jane. That's 2. 2 for you. Yeah. All right. And Demi's going there. Demi Moore. All right. And Colton Doc Goose. And Snuggy's going over there. All right. There we go. 2 Demidovs. Whoa, Demidov. All right, population count 1,000. Jacob Middleton. No, Jacob Markstrom. Middleton, Jesus. Virgil, what is wrong with you? All right, population count. Mr. Markstrom. There we go, 1,000. All right, and nice. This is a real Matthew Robertson for the Rangers. There we go, Morg. Boom, buddy. Matthew Robertson. Oh. Hey. All right, there we go. That's your Demko Dazzler. Pink. All right, Tracking Systems. Joseph Wool and a Kyle Connor. Moving on. Darcy Kemper. All right, there we go. Skylar Brindamore and goal-oriented. And Skylar, he is the son of Rodney Brindamore. So that's pretty cool, guys. Definitely a legend, his dad. And finally getting a chance. Pretty cool to do what he does. Okay, here we go. Encore, Saros, Cup Quest, Bedard, Compadres, Ovechkin, and Wilson. All right, Cup Quest, Helicopter. All right, Sizzle Reel, Owen Tippett, and Luca Cognoni. All right, there we go. And that Burnaby boy. All right, San Jose, baby. There you go, Kel. San Jose. This kid's going to be good, too. So, I like it. San Jose just kept building. A few years behind Montreal in that way, and probably a year or 2 behind Anaheim as well, development. But to getting there. All right, Ed Levshitov. There we go, Dazzler. All right, Owen Power and a Brent Clark portraits. All right, guys, that is box 5. 5 alive, guys. 5 alive. All right, box 6. And moving on, box 6. All right, guys, getting into the halfway point. And rolling. Roll, baby, keep on rolling. All right, here we go. Brock Faber, Encore, Seth Jarvis. There we go. Bustle. Jacob Quillen, the villain. All right, there we go, Big Al. Quillen, the villain. All right, T-O-E-E-O. Hey. Oh, Quillen, the villain. All right, moving on. There we go. Levshitov, and that is a population count 100. Pretty sweet card right there for Chicago. And Chicago's quietly picking up some good ones here, and I like this kid. Like I said, he's going to be a hell of a defenseman. He's got the tools and the talent to do it. So, all right. Okay. I'm a big fan of those population counts. I think they're freaking cool. So, all right, Anders Lee canvas and a Joachim Kemmel, Lane Hudson composition. There we go. Kemmel, Nashville. All right, Big Blair. There we go, buddy. And that is Kemmel. Whoa, dropping her there. There we go. Kemmel. Top of the morning, Kemmel. Okay, moving. Matty Beniers, have no fears. There we go. Goal-oriented Ovechkin and a Wyatt Johnson. Sizzle reel. Okay. And Tracking Systems, Gus. All right, a Bulls and a Chris Kreider. A Bulls. There we go, Stevie. A Bulls. And that guy, honestly, I think he's like, what is he? Oh, there we go. He's 29. So, yeah, there's a couple of those. It's like, well, congrats getting your young gun. That's a good thing. Took a while, but you got there. All right. And Dustin Wolf, Gustafson canvas, and a portrait of Ostlund, the lost Lund. All right. Carter Mazur, something like that. All right. Cutter Gauthier. All right. Sizzle reel. Luke Evangelista, like him. And this is Toronto or Detroit right here. So that is Jackson, Michigan. There's been a few guys from Michigan in this set. There we go. Detroit. Rock City, Ronnie. All right. Let's go. And there we go. Sam Lafferty. All right. Some Silver Outburst. All right. Tracking Systems, Elvis, and a Forsberg Compositions. Compositions. All right. And Raging Tajin, canvas, Oliver Moore, and a goal-orientated. So there we go. Chicago keeps on giving. I like this kid too. Moore. He's another kid, young. I think he's like just barely 20. There we go. And going to be a good one. For them. So Chicago. All right. And there we go. And Soldier. Young Guns. Clear cut. Columbus. There we go, Kenny. There we go, buddy. Owen Sillinger, clear cut, Young Guns. And there we are. There's a Young G. Everybody, Young G. All right. And we're going to say Rinzel, the Finzel, and we're going to put him there. All right. And let's move. All the goodies starting to come out now, so that's a good thing. Okay, Russell and Bustle, Hustle, Holloway. There you go, Liv Shunov and a Jordan McCann, Club Quest. Liv Shunov, when the shoe drops. Chicago keeps on giving. There we go, Denny. All right, Liv Shunov. And we're going to move Koivunen, and we're going to put Liv Shunov in there. And here we go. Final pack, box number 6. All right, Hustle, Bustle, Bertuzzi. All right, Ovechkin, canvas, and a portrait, Swarinski. All right, guys, that is box number 6. Detroit team is giving the Leafs a rough time. That Detroit team is going to be good. I think they're another team that... sorry, guys. Gotten all over the place there. They're going to be another team that's going to come in and do some damage, I think, if not this year. It's kind of Yzerman's last try-outer here. If he doesn't make it happen, then we've got problems. And I think Stevie could be on the block if they have another rough year. So, anyways, Buffalo, we know is going to be in the shitter. We know this. It's just nasty, that organization. One of the worst organizations all time, I believe, in the history of the game. Just rotten. All right, here we go. Box 7, guys. Sizzle reel. Donovan Sabrango and a compositions Keller. Donovan. There we go. Sabrango. Senators, Ottawa. There we go, Blair, buddy. Big Blair grabbing that one. All right. Ottawa. All right. And sizzle reel, Patrick Line, canvas, fourth line. McKinnon. It's pretty sad what's going on there. That Line, he's just kind of sinking to an all-time low. Not good. All right. And Coochie. All right, sizzle reel. And a Riley Duran. And that is Boston. All right, there we go. Boston Bruins. Boston Massachusetts. All right, Mr. Botting. There we go for Boston. All right, moving on up. All right, Owen Sillinger again. Another one. All right, Blackwood and Jesper Bratt. Hustle and bustle. There we go. Owen Sillinger. There we go. Columbus. All right. So 3 Sillingers. One as a clear cut tonight for Kitty. So that's pretty cool. All right. Moving along. And yeah, it's Elias Pettersson. Silver outburst for the other Petty. The other Petty. Pretty cool having the same name. All right, Daddy, there you go, buddy. That's pretty cool right there. The old silver outburst. And that'll go nicely into the old collection. All right, let's shut off. We're putting that guy there. All right, there we go, Elias, the second Elias. Does he own part of Detroit? I don't think he does. I think that was just, there we go, composition. He does not. But pretty cool. Sanderson, Snuggerud, another Snuggie. And that's pretty cool. St. Louis Blues. There we go, Jay. And that kid. Gonna be good. Gonna be real good. I think St. Louis, they're close to making another run, I would think. But got a couple things to clean up there. But young and core there. All right, Kobe of 250 Deluxe. All right. Charlie Lindgren, Carlson. All right. Hillbilly Deluxe for LA, Scotty. Too Hottie Sears. All right, and Young Guns canvas, Pettersson. There we go. So we got the outburst, silver outburst. Now we've got a canvas, and I think we've got a Young Guns earlier too. So there we go, Denny. Elias Pettersson, the other Petty. All right, Dylan Duke for Tampa. Botting. All right. And that is Tampa Bay. Pretty cool, Tampa. All right, moving on. And moving down. All right, Line, clear cut. Perot and Eichel. And like I said, Line, they're gonna have to figure something out there. He came in with a real go get him. There we go. But I don't know what happened. Things have soured there in Montreal. Not good. Still got an amazing talent. My God. All right. Nikita Kucherov, William Eklund portraits, and sizzle reel. Leo Carlson. All righty. And tracking systems, Markstrom. Nikita Tolopilo. All right, there we go. Eichel. And that is also Vancouver. And that is also for Denny. There we go, Denny, buddy. I love it. Grabbing Vancouver. And another goalie. That Vancouver's got a couple still. But we'll see. Seelovs, that was a tough one. Oh, I like that kid. Move him. All right. And there we go, Jake Neighbors. Canvas, Caulfield, and Monahan composition. All right, guys. That is box number 7. 11. All right, guys. Box number 8, 97. Well, that guy 97 is on the front of the box. So let's see what we can do with 97. Hey. Cam Fowler, St. Louis, Vetrano, and Kuchikov. And there we go. Cam Fowler, St. Louis Blues. St. Louis Blues. Hey, clear cut. All right. All righty. And Hellebuck, Morrissey, Pedersen, Portraits, Kadri. Look at that, another Petty. So we're almost working on a rainbow here, Denny. Young gun canvas, and yeah, what are you looking for? Oh, right there, up top. Elias Pettersson, there we go, another Petty. Jess is opening more. Series 1. Thanks. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Sizzle Reel, Montembeau, Toffoli, and Toffoli. Hopefully. All right, guys. Ethan Frank. Oliver Moore, Encore. Sizzle Reel. Matthews. All right, guys. There we go. Ethan Frank for Washington. Babs. There we are. All right. And Aurora, Colorado. It's always fun to see where these guys are from. And it's interesting. All right, geography lessons. All right, Nathan McKinnon, Outburst. All right, Sizzle Reel and Connor Bedard. And that is cool. That is really cool. Nathan McKinnon, Outburst. All right, Danny. Hey, buddy, there you are. All right, so we've done well with Pedersen's, and we've also done well with Chicago. Lots of goodies there. All right, Brent Clark, Canvas, Gabe Perreault, Eklund Portraits. There we go. Gabe Perreault. For the Ranger Danger. All right, there we go for the Rangers. Another one. Going to be a good one. All right, moving on up. Let's go. Lots of goodies still. All right, Mark Scheifele. Encore. Hustle Bustle. Sherwood. Justin Robideau. Robideau. All right, there we go. And that's Carolina. That also goes to Jay. There we go, buddy. All right. And Plano, Texas. So I love it. Everywhere. Rhode Island, Texas. There we go. Michigan. Gotta love it. Okay. And population count, Vincent Trocheck. And Trocheck, population count 1,000. For the Ranger Danger. All right. There we go, Morg. Boom, buddy. Okay. All right, we got we got a Virgil, we got a Morgan. Hey, Morg, now we just need a Wyatt, and we've got the Earp brothers. Okay, moving along. All right, here we go, Skylar Brindamore. I don't think Morgan knew that, but he does now. All right, Carolina. There you go, Jay. Awesome. Skylar Brindamore. All right, and Dominic Shine. Detroit. And Dominic Shine, guys. There we go. 29, 31, 32. Getting himself a young gun at 32. That's pretty cool. Detroit Rock City. All right, Ronnie. Dominic Shine is shining where he needs to be. All right, Boone Jenner, Encore. Line A Portrait, Sizzle Reel. Sam Reinhart. Sam Reinharted. All right. All right, guys, and a tracking system. Jacob, Gocher. There we go. Goche, Demko, and Philadelphia. That's pretty cool. Jacob, Gocher. All right, Gocher, Longueuil, Quebec. All right, Philly, Stevie. There you go. Red Wings, Philly, on the agenda there. All right, guys. Last pack for box number 8. Box number 8. Thatcher, Demko, Dazzler, Lucas Dostal, and Patrick Laine, Portratos. Okay, there we go, guys. That is box 8. 8. All right, box 8. Now over to box 9. All right, now we're really getting in the thick of things here. So let's go. Let's keep this up. Did it do. All right. Let's go. Vasilevsky, Stankoven, and Oliver Rodrigue. And that is Edmonton. Edmonton, Mr. Botting. Rodrigue. The Edmonton Oilers. There we go. And he went on waivers, or he got lost on waivers. And I don't know where he ended up. I didn't even notice, but they did lose him. Okay, there we go. Yakov Trenin of 100 exclusives. All right, the Brinkat tracking systems. Tracking systems of 100. Of 100. Of 100. Of 100. Do. Connor McMichael, Kevis, Matthew Wood, and Zuccarello. Matthew Wood. Would he or wouldn't he? All right. Tough crowd. All right. And Matthew Wood, guys. And that is Nashville Smashville. Matthew Wood, he could and he should. Oh, box 9. Always the TSN turning point. All right. Bobrovsky, Kadri, and Sizzle Real Makar. Mac Attack, Macker. And Makar. All right, Demko, Rory Cairns, Stavorsky. That is portraits. All right, Rory Cairns. Let's see if he gets an opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. Caledon, Ontario, Caledon. All right, moving on up. All right, Brett Clark, Dazzler, Bennington, Canvas, Q's, compositions. Compo. Young Guns, Ryan Suzuki. All right, Suzuki, Makar Encore, Sizzle Real, McDavid. All right, there we go, Carolina, Jay. And that's some Suzuki love there. Nick's older brother, Ryan, younger brother. Jesus. Having some moments here. Moments in time. Hey. Okay. Now, moving along. And Matthew, Silver Uppers, right? Systems, and Mitch Marner. And T.O. That's cool. Silver Outburst of that guy right there. Mr. Matthews. So, there we go, Big Al. There we go, that guy. They're saying he's going to Sundin. His goal record is going to be dropped very soon. It will be. It's pretty sad that they have such a 400 and some goals, I believe, is the career leader. There we go. Levshenov and Jarvis for Toronto. An organization that's been around for as long as time began. All right, there we go. Levshenov. Chicago hitting her good. We're hitting a lot of goodies in there. So there we go, Daddy. Good pick there. Grabbing Chicago. And Vancouver. Beautiful today. All right, there we go. Laya Bischoff. All right. Sandheim, Kucherov, and Lyabushkin. There we go. Clear cut for Dallas. All right, guys. That is Lyabushkin. Labushkin. All right. There's Sizzle Real. Joachim Kemmel. Goal orientated. All right, Kemmel, Nashville. All right, there we go, Nashville, Smashville. There we go, Blair, buddy. All right, final pack, box number 9. Box number 9. All right, Brady Tkachuk, Bustle. All right, Foligno Canvas and Compositions Robertson. All right, guys, that is box number 9. There we go. All right, box number 10. All right, 27. A 97, now a 27. All right. Whew. All right, let's go. Box 10. 10. Wyatt Johnson Encore, Sizzle, and a Lucas Cagnoni. And that is San Hoser poser. All right, there we go for San Jose. Jose. All right, compadres. The red of 199, Matthews and Nylander. Pretty cool. Decord, Marchessault, Portratos. Alrighty, and Celebrini compositions and Demidovs. There we go, Eriksson Ek and Michael Callahan. Demidovs are going for between 250 and 300 right now, so pretty cool that Jaden's already got his money's worth there with his 2 Demidovs, and everything is just gravy now. Michael Callahan, there we go, Boston is pretty cool. You just need to get those young guns. You add them all up, like Calgary or Chicago, or it's like. Yeah, it's already you're hitting that. JT Miller, Demko, Leo Carlson, Bustle. The Bustle Russell. Oh, the Bustle Russell. Okay. Sizzle Real, Markstrom, Dylan Duke, Kachuk Composition. Kachuk, Tampa. And just need to get some more top loaders. Got some TLs. TL's in the house. All right, there we go. TL, double D, Duke. All right, Duke. Sir Duke-a-lot. All right, moving up, moving down, moving around. Dougie Hamilton, Kaprizov, Kavis, and goal-oriented Raymond. Raymond is injured now. He's on the IR. And not cool. Demidov. All right, checklist. There we go. Lefchenov. And we have Carlson and Forsberg Yossi. So this will be random between Denny and there we go, Mr. Jaden. There we go, guys. And that'll be randomized when we're done here. Got to get that one going. Chicago, Montreal. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Moving up, moving down. And young Jack Finley, Silver Outburst. Pretty cool. Tampa Bay. All right, Rye. That's a nice hit. Loving the outbursts. The silver just kind of, bang. All of it. Silver writing everything on those. So that's pretty neat. Okay. That's really neat, actually. So we're gonna just poke that in there just because I like the silver outbursts make me happy. Those are cool. Yes. And then we'll put the checklist right in there too. All right, there we go. All right, moving on up. On down, moving on all around. All right, Mario Ferraro. All right, Noah Osland and a compositions, Cale Macker. Buffalo. There we go, Buffalo. How low can you go, Buffalo? All right, guys. And Gavis, there we go, black and white, Eriksson, Ek, Carlson, and Tuck. And supposedly, guys, Tage Thompson and Darlene said things don't change. Things are going to change for them. All right, Mondabo, Jacob Melanson, Cup Quest, so Martin Nietzsche. So it is kind of interesting, especially when your leaders start to say, hey, we don't want to do this anymore. We don't want to actually put up with the crap that's happening here anymore. And Bone Byram already voiced his concerns. Peterka, well, voiced them and he was moved. So it definitely is going to start impacting the rest of the team here. All right, Hughes. There we go, Speckle, Draisaitl canvas, and a Melkin portrait. All right, guys, that is box number 10. 10. All right, 10, guys. Now we're going to move over box 1109. Box 11. 11. 7-11. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Whoa, we're off there. Oh, yeah, I fixed her. Now we're good. All right, moving on. Box number 11, guys. We're getting there. Devontae's, Carlson Encore, and Compadres, San Jose. Celebrini, Toffoli. and Toffoli. All right, Sizzle Reel, Gabe Perreault, and Lefchenov. And that is Portratos. All right. Mr. Gabe Perreault. for the Ranger Danger. Moving along. Sizzle reel, and that is a speckle. All right, Tanev Canvas and Darlene Compositions. Compo. Dustin Wolf Encore, Sizzle Reel, and Yanni Nyman. And Yanni Nyman. The thing is, too, guys, you got to look at that Calgary right now. Dusty Wolf's had a little bit of a rough start, guys, but they're talking about maybe sending him down. I don't know. I don't really know. It's Cooley can't be really trusted yet, so I don't know. All right, Colton Sinn's outburst. All right, Aiden Hill, Rowan Yossi Cup Quest. So, what do? Do you still keep the pressure on Wolfie, or do you still shop around for a quality backup? That's going to be tough. All right, Josh Norris Canvas, Victor Ostman, and Holloway Portraits. Tough situation there in Calgary with that kind of stuff. All right, Ostman, Seattle, Ostman. There we go, Jay. Ostman. All right, Seattle's got a couple of guys that going to be good to have there. Okay, good to have. Nicholas Roy, Toronto Maple Leaf now. Debbie Stutz, Encore, Brady Kachuk, and Riley Duran. Boston Bruins. Duran. Boston. All right. Shut up, Virgil. Okay. All right, moving on down. Blake Lizotte of 100. There we go. Swayman and Crosby Compositions. Crosby. Yes, they play LA tonight. Pretty crazy game. It's possibly his last go around with Kopi. Pretty cool. Connor Bedard Canvas. All right, Kakko. Nicholas Kakko and goal orientated. Geez, how many goalies do they? What's going on here with Seattle? Just shot ton of cards. There we go. And another goalie. Well, they kind of are at that point now. They had their guys that they went with. And definitely Josh Morrissey. All right, Nietzsche's and Sizzle Reel McKinnon. Sizzle Reel. All right, moving up, Cup Quest, Eklund. And Tracking Systems, Tim Wash. It's all in the wash. All right, Ronnie, I know. Ronnie's like, what? All right, there we go, Anaheim. All right, guys, last pack, box 11. We're getting there. We are almost there. All right. And smashing a ho! Dazzler. Jack Hughes, Gabe Perreault Portraits. All right, guys, that is that. That is box number 11. Now we've got box 12, guys. We're on the very home stretch now, 1708. We're on the home stretch. Whoa. I think we got a few teams left, guys. We do have another case up right now. It is team random, guys. Definitely grab a spot. I think we've only got a half dozen left. So, Mort Sider, Encore, Compadres, Nylander Matthews, and Ozzy Weisblatt. And we can get that one all tooled up tonight too, guys. And we've got a 4-boxer as well up. So, and then we've got a 10-boxer, 21-22, the cup included in that one, guys. 115 a spot. Yeah, Stature, SPA, there's Ultimate. I mean, it's a nice break there. All right. And Dougie Hamilton, Dazzler. All right, there we go. Sizzle Reel and a Fox Portraits. And Young Guns, Kevin Dillon, Duke, Tampa Bay. Message in a botting. Here we go. All right. Mr. Botting. All right, there we go. Dylan Duke. All right, and Mark Catcomb for the Islanders. Mark Catcomb. There we go. All right, Woburn, Massachusetts. All right. Forsberg. All right. Tyler Toffoli, Speckle, Jake Gensel, Bustle. The bustle hustle. All righty. And there you go. Compositions. All right. Tracking systems. Ville Koivunen. There we go for Pittsburgh. Another one. I think this kid's going to be good. Yeah, I do. There we go. Put them away. Yeah, he's decent player, man. Decent. Put up a good, healthy amount of 7 assists in 6 games last season in a sample size. So they're at that point where they need to start building. They need to start getting their back. Owen Pickering's another big one I like there. All right, there we go. Joey Tecord, Kaprizov and Ovechkin, canvas checklist, and a goal-orientated. The Orient. Back in the Orient. Updated. All right, there we go. And Carson Dorwart. All right, Svechnikov and Marchstow. Dorwart. Everyone don't understand that, but, obviously it... Dorwart, Sherwood Park. He's a local or a more local kid. There we go. All right. And moving on up, moving on down, moving on all around. And rocking and rolling, guys. There we go. Young Guns, Skylar Brindamore. And that is an outburst. Silver outburst. There we go. Silver outburst. Skylar Brindamore. Carolina, there you go, Jay. Skylar. Pretty cool. I like the outburst. Well, we got a red outburst today, so that's nice to have. All right, there we go. Cooley, Canvas, Dvorsky, Young Guns, and a Robert Thomas. Dvorsky, St. Louis. All right. St. Louis. St. Louis. Mark Stone on car, Barkov, and a sizzle reel Kachuk. Cha-ching, Kachuk. All right. Put on up. There we go. Hellebuck. All right. Yanni Diamond, Cup Quest, Kempe. Jeez, Jay, how many Seattle Young Guns do we have here? We probably got, 8 of them today? 8 or 9? Something like that. That's quite a few. Maybe 10. Holy crap. Okay. And the finale. Guys. Here we go. And this is the final pack, guys. Tracking systems, Canvas, Ottinger, Wyatt Johnson, portraits. All right. That is it for the marbles. We're going to go over it quick here. There we go. Couple Demidovs. Nice outburst there of that guy. There we go. Sillinger, clear cut. Silver outburst of Pettersson. Silver outburst of that guy, Mr. Finley. I like it. And there we go. Red outburst, Reichel. All right. And some other stuff. Duck, Perk. There we go. Leonard, etc. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. And keep your eyes peeled. We've got more stuff coming up for the weekend, guys. But still a couple breaks up on the page if you guys want to jump in on those. And let's rock and roll. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.